Makes you nice and beefy, too, because you get the stats.
It's a very good kill lane, these 3 heroes. I wonder if they'll shake our mid, because it's versus Ember Spirit. That would be pretty hype. Unfortunately, they don't have 10th pick, so it's like a little bit harder to work it in.
Yeah.
They could also theoretically Underlord mid, too. Because now that they have this Juggernaut, unless Ice is going to play an Ember, which I could definitely see. Go for the Morphling. Make their own Ember Spirit here.
Okay. Can Morph mid against Ember?
I don't think you would want to. It's a little bit too much. Even with his super high armor, I think he'd still just be like whittled down, and like with the reach that he has, it would be very dangerous trying to like abuse your regen mechanics with the shifting. But I can't say it's a matchup I've seen before, so I wouldn't guarantee it either way.
It looks like to me, Fnatic just want very clear lane winners. Let's just win all 3 lanes, make our mid game very easy, and we'll take it from there. So what does TNC do to kind of counteract that? I like that bristleback ban. I don't know if it's what TNC would have picked, but that's exactly the kind of hero that would stop this strategy from being effective.
It also just would have been like the perfect hero to fit into the fight style of TNC right now. Because like Morphling wants to like dive in and do his thing. And then you've got this like Shaker, the Underlord, and the Coddle to all back him up. You just need like one more slightly mobile, getting in the middle of the fight hero. I don't know if Puck is like a little bit too little damage. It's also Puck into Ember, which isn't great. So, but like a Puck-esque hero, the Kunkka. We always go back to the Kunkka.
I mean,
it's okay.
Is TA an option for TNC?
Who? Sorry, TA.
TA.
5 seconds.
TA versus the Ember, the classic.
What about Necro? Doesn't Necro still hard dumpster Ember?
Ah, Necro's interesting. I hear China's playing a lot of Necrophos mid right now. Apparently, it's this hot thing they're doing.
I mean, if in this matchup, I guess you don't know that it's Ember. They could always try to do offlane Ember.
Yeah,
and then...
I think if you pick Necrophos, they would do offlane Ember.
Yeah.
That definitely seems like a nice ice play.
But is that a bad thing?
Well, then they could pick some like hardcore, like a Zeus or some shit. I don't know. Some like big counter versus both, like OD, for example, they could do.
Yeah. I do like the Dazzle ban from TNC. That would have been a great high tempo mid or
good,
3.
Good ice hero, too.
For Fnatic, yeah. Okay.
Hey, it's your boy.
DK.
So why is DK better than Kunkka here? He's got
Push.
the high armor versus the Juggernaut. The boat's kind of hard to hit versus like Ember, but it also gives you, I guess the Dragon Tail's a little bit nicer, right? It provides easier follow up for like the Earthshaker and the Underlord and the Coddle compared to the X like Torrent.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Fnatic now. You can either say, okay, we're just going to put the Ember mid versus DK, which I think is what they'll probably do, because that's like a matchup that's at least playable. It's not like game ending.
Yeah.
You can go mid. You can jungle a lot. Might lose your tower on the earlier end, but whatever.
The lane's
Wait,
fine.
Alk's in. They just Alk?
Do they want to play Alk, though? Does it match the tempo of what they want to do? Is late game against the Morphling DK? I don't know. That doesn't feel amazing.
I don't know. It's hard to judge just how busted Alk is right now, because he feels pretty good.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't play that well with these 4 heroes. And then I would be a little bit concerned still about the Ember side lane. Like, I agree that it was playable if the matchup was that bad, but I think with the DK, you just send the Ember mid and you pick another ice hero. The Pango, is that still in? Pango seems okay.
Yeah, Pango's good.
Is there any other percent-based offlaner that's worth it?
Where's
also
the
still the Mars.
Centaur?
He's banned. Centaur? Centaur's like okay versus Coddle, because it makes it so you don't have to commit for a fight in the Ignis. They're definitely missing building damage, too, which Centaur can kind of help with. He can, like, tank the tower, put out the retaliate damage. Yeah, that's the last piece that's missing from this, like, high tempo. We get some kills, we have healing ward, but then we take 2 minutes to kill your tower. It'll be the Darkseer instead. Okay. So, Darkseer Tusk, classic combo.
And Darkseer Ember. And
Yeah.
Darkseer Jug, actually. It's a pretty damn good Ion Shell game.
Man, it's too bad they didn't get a Dispel.
Yeah.
I tell you. When this draft ended, it's like, wow.
Yeah. This would have been a god tier Oracle game. All right, let's take a look at some numbers here. Oh, what happened? It popped up, then went away. All right, let's try again. Very even. 1.82 TNC, 1.92 Fnatic.
Ever so slightly favoring TNC. I do like the fact that TNC look to have the late game pretty good. I mean, maybe this Ember's going to get off to a better start than I expect, but I feel like he's going to be sort of like this more like mid-1 style Ember, less of a like Miracle Ember. It's going to be more like just action across the map. But if he gets the good plays with like the Frost Shields and the Ion Shells and DJ's there, which you know DJ's going to be, with the aggressive plays, and that could look pretty good.
These drafts feel pretty even to me. They both have ways to take objectives. I don't know what's going on with that DK skin. He just looks creepy.
It looks like what the Night King should have looked like.
Yeah. Jesus. Fnatic might have slightly better lanes, so maybe they'll have some early momentum, but overall, I like this TNC draft quite a bit. I really like the DK final pick.
Yeah, and he's going to go down and deal with this Darkseer now, too, because they don't want the constant aggression. Like, if you waveform away as Morphling and then they just surge somebody with the Ion Shell, like, you're probably just going to die. And as you said, you know, you pointed out, well, can't the Morph just go mid versus the Ember? And they say, yeah, Armel likes playing Morph. They'll get a little bit of help.
Yeah, Twitch chat was very eager to let you know that Morph is literally the counter to Ember Spirit right now, which...
In mid? Really?
Apparently so. And I know the matchup's okay. I guess we'll see what happens.
I suck at mid matchups. There's no doubt. That's by far my weakest part as a caster. So I'm always happy to hear what you guys think. I am not a mid player. I don't particularly enjoy watching mid. I grind out replays watching various mid matchups, but it's very draining.
Well, I
don't find it that
and
entertaining.
They were
to
still
be honest.
angry, so you know. I mean, it's nice for Morph to get solo XP. That always feels good. That is one of the issues with him on the side lane for sure. Tusk Lich, a very aggressive support duo for Fnatic. And in turn, that generally means some pressure to try to find some kills, I think.
The battle begins.
Savage up top, trading a couple of blows, but not going to commit for anything. Going to be an even spread. So what's the go-to item build on DK, especially in the safe lane? Do you go Shadow Blade still? Is that a key part of the repertoire?
I've seen everything on this hero. It's like completely dependent on the game you're in. The offlane one has been way more prevalent than the safe lane DK though.
Yeah.
And I think that in this case, this is essentially an offlane DK, right? Like he's probably just gonna play the same way and itemize the same. Like the main goal of DKs lately is just to buy Blink. For the most part, you got like double Bracer Blink.
Okay, so you used to be Blink or Shadow Blade, so some sort of mobility initiation, and then what, like BKB Ags, BKB Heart, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like the real one this game is Armel, right? There's no
Yeah.
doubt about that. So,
Yeah.
Gabby is all about just enabling his Morphling.
Pretty aggressive positioning from Fnatic down here. Ice cutting some waves. Nice easy start for this Darkseer. But also means the DK will pretty much be free farming. With Dragon Blood, you know, he can handle tanking creeps, no problem.
Yeah, and I mean, top lane, they're just doing the same kind of shenanigans as we saw before. Instead of it being a Tiny from DJ, this time it's the Tims from Shaker. Pulling waves and creating some space for KP.
Well,
Space to farm, that is.
first two waves go the way of Armel here, Trent. 8-4
Hey, it's crushing him.
compared to the 4-0 of Moon.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, he had to salve up, but I mean, obviously, that's completely worth it because he's taking quite a bit of harass from the Ember because he just puts on the Flame Shield, or the Flame Guard rather, and not really much he can do about it. But yeah, no issues there.
Morphling mid, very solid.
Just like early on, Morph is just so frustrating because he has such a high damage output, and you also can't really gank him with the heroes that they have either.
Yeah. they're lacking some burst to deal with this Morphling, especially in the mid to late game. Always feels good to have like a Lina-esque hero that can just cut through the Morphling. If you catch him on a bad Morph without enough strength, you can really punish it. Morph loves playing against the damage over time type stuff.
He's so annoying to lane against, man. Like the abuse of the tangos and everything, and just the constant attribute shifting. It feels like no matter how much damage you do, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. Especially
And he's
against
always
these,
able to get
these
denies.
top-tier Morphlings that are incredibly efficient at using regeneration.
Yeah, it's like a completely different hero in pro games compared to Bubs. Like, it's not even close. Unless it's like a true Morphling spammer. Like, there's such a big difference between someone who's just like picking him up because he looks broken right now and someone that just spams him all the time.
Yep. And then takes a tower shot there. All right, 3 minutes, no first blood. A lot of focus on farm.
Yeah, I think March is probably the likely candidate to die, right? You got 2 points in the Iron Shell and the Surge. DJ's looking for it right now, in fact. Ice is trying to bait him because if he comes close, that's why March is backing away. He knows.
I mean,
he knows something's up.
There's already a 1K lead for TNC, though. The Juggernaut is the big weak point for Fnatic. Savage not getting the farm that he's hoping for out of this lane.
Well, he's also the highest net worth on their team, though.
That's scary. I mean, this is the drawback to this Darkseer strategy. Yes, Ice is level 4. He's disrupting this lane, quote-unquote. DK is not phased by this at all. Gabby is top of the net worth, top of the CS. This is a free farming DK and then some as he's working the neutrals. I think this favors TNC more, at least in the bottom lane.
Yeah, it's all around. They also know that Moon wants to go for something soon in the mid lane. I think because like he's got the haste rune, things are stacking up, so they put a ward down, and now Tim's is making that rotation bomb. He's gonna catch Ice. He's trapped in by the creeps, but I don't even know if they'll still have the damage to kill him. Still has enough time to kill the creep and get out before Tim's can get over here. Tim's also completely out of mana, so.
Okay, Ice is good. Now, lane's very good for TNC. I think really winning all 3 lanes right now.
And I solemnly swear to never doubt Morphling again.
At least in the Ember matchup.
Yep.
Even bounty runes, no skirmish. 2 for 2. Wonder if this changes the DK's item build at all. You know, if you consider something like Midas sounds crazy, but rare that you get this kind of true free farm. I wonder if it's tempting to switch it up, go for something a little more greedy.
I think if you were going greedy, it would be like Maelstrom or something.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Okay, they do get the kill on KP. Sorry, I missed that up top.
Finally, the first blood. Yeah, I was looking mid. I was like, what is Moon doing? I was like, oh, nice. He's just like fully creep cutting right now with the level 3 flame guard.
Rotation from DJ. The aggressive trio with the Juggernaut. 3 points in the Blade Fury. So it will be Fnatic that strike first.
Oh, March? Oh, he's looking for that courier, but the ward spots him, so he almost had a free courier kill with that DD. And Moon just goes right back to it. This reminds me of like those Alchemist games back when the hero was like kind of bad when everyone would just cut through like this. He needs level 6 though to make this super safe, and he's gonna get it right now. So now Moon just needs to go get himself like a safety remnant before they can make the play. And whoa!
Savage goes for a dive up top and gets punished.
A dive? He's like full HP.
Savage? The guy's
I mean
dead?
like the Underlord.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the start of that was.
He was probably just stuck around from the last kill, I assume. Probably just trying to contest when they did the pull through with Tim's. But yeah, still kind of weird.
Moon doing his best to disrupt mid.
He's going to need some pretty big plays with these Iron Shells. And the side lanes are annoying heroes to gank.
They go right in onto this DK, but TNC have reinforcements. Gabby blocked in the tree line, nowhere to go. Juggernaut gets the surge, has the ulti, starts jumping around, lands on March, gets that kill. A quick 2-for-0. Now the TP's out. It might be tough for Savage to get out of here. Does not have that TP available, but finds a spot in the trees.
Yeah, he went the completely obvious way. That's so frustrating. It's like, no, he wants to try and run straight out.
The anti-juke.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff for Fnatic. Armel rotates and doesn't get anything for it.
Yeah, much needed space now for Moon.
Dude, DK went Midas. I fucking called it, dude.
All right.
I don't know if it's good. In fact, I don't really think it's good. I like the Maelstrom a lot more than you suggested.
I think Midas is still probably fine when you get it. Like, what did he get? Like 6 minutes? Like
really early. I mean,
that was a stupidly early Midas on a hero that benefits a lot from attack speed.
Yes, that's true. Up top, KP gonna get brought down. Another one for Fnatic. Now, what do you go next, though? Do you still just rush a Blink, you think? He's going to get shreds?
Once you're going Midas, you start thinking more about like those other items of the game. He's actually thinking about the Halberd. Gives him some evasion versus the Jug. Try and get off a disarm. All the stats are insanely good for DK because of, like the regen amp and everything. It just like amplifies with your Dragon Blood. Halberd actually has wild stats. Like one of those value items of the game right now, I feel like.
Yes.
On the right heroes, of course. You can't just buy it on anyone.
But no, just the easy build-up and raw stats of it are pretty fantastic.
I think Jabs is just dead.
Yeah, walks up to the high ground, takes a Dragon Tail. Gabby needs one more, finds it.
He might lose a... Oh, I see. He was pinging to say there was a ward up there for sure. Yeah.
Like, he forced out a DK ult, I guess. Now up top, Moon pressuring a little bit, and maybe a skirmish mid. They're going to have a go onto Gabby. They block him out with some shards, but now Tim's is here. Armel comes in, and it's going to be a turn the other way. DJ goes down first. Ice 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 getting chased down as Moon tries to man up against Tim's. A lot of damage coming out and does find the kill. On the back line, Armel does finish off Ice Ice Ice.
Man, he walked him down for so long.
Favorable trade for TNC.
That was a nice use of the morph to give himself the surge.
Yeah.
Moon gonna grab that haste rune as well. Had the planted remnant there.
Ember Spirit.
Moon gonna be charged with the spirit vessel this game, it looks like.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Gotcha. What's the play then for the side of TNC? In terms of like protecting their morphling, like Lotus from the Underlord could come at some point, but that's gonna be a ways away. He needs a lot of items before that. And the one nice thing about this is that Moon's gonna have it on the earlier end in this game, so could be tough in these teamfights for Armel. Smoke up here down bottom. They have to pick on these supports from the side of TNC because everyone else is so hard to gank with these Iron Shell combos. They're trying to bait Jabs. They leave him revealed to kill the wards and they back away. They're going for a DK kill here. Not an easy hero.
No, does have reinforcements. Blinding Light from the Coddle knocks him back, but Sinister Gaze from Lich ends up making it a pretty easy kill. It is five heroes of Fnatic, but
where's March's levels? Why is he only level 5? That's the issue. I see 2 supports not level 6 at 11 minutes, and
Shaker's
I get concerned.
Not even 5, dude. He's still stuck at 4.
Yeah, like who bought the tome? Like, I thought March was gonna save him, then I clicked the call and I was like, oh, he's not 6.
Yeah, TNC's draft is looking a little top-heavy. Morphling level 11, and now #1 net worth with that DK taking a tumble. Roll on the back line, in onto March. Pretty quick pick there. Looking for a counter kill onto DJ, perhaps. The great chase.
You guys want to know why Tusk is broken right now? Oh, DJ, he's got that nice move to the shards. So with Tusk right now, you do 532 damage with tag team ult.
Oh, the Dragon Tail doesn't go through. A disjoint. Now Gabby eating the Omni Slash. He's going to go down again.
Oh, that's bad.
That's really rough. Jug is going for a Battle Fury, by the way. So Savage wants a farming tool himself.
But yeah, when you're picking off these like low armor supports, man, that is a crazy amount of damage. Just be able to like roll on someone and do like a 500 damage crit.
Yeah. TNC
I guess
still.
are we just waiting on Morph Shaker at this point? Is that where we're going?
That's still a ways away, but it's a good thought. I mean, Morph's just going to go straight E-Blade. So he wants an early shotgun, continue this momentum, go for the pickoffs. I like it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So it sort of feels like Fnatic are taking control a little bit, but TNC are still farming the map better.
I think it comes down to like the structure taking from Fnatic is still pretty weak. Like
Yeah.
they get these kills and these dives, and like they eventually take the tier 1, but they had to get so many kills to take that tier 1.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they just had some like AFK hero like pushing bottom lane, but they don't really have one of those. You know what I mean? The best they have is the Ion Shell, but then the second it gets to the tower, it just gets pushed out by KP. And this is his favorite kind of hero to play. I feel like is like these Tide Hunters or these Underlords that just sit in the dead lane. Speaking of the dead lane, it's mid because they just got another kill on March with the Tusk. He's got the medallion, dude.
Whoa, in comes Jabs, though. Drops the ultimate. Another gaze onto DK, and they'll kill Tim's as well. A solid chain frost there.
Dude, he punched him for 775 damage, that medallion.
Jesus.
He has 740 HP on Coddle. He can literally one-shot him.
That's just goofy, dude. I mean, it makes sense, but that is... You feel bad for the Coddle when you see those numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, don't ever feel bad for Coddle players, though. All right, here's how you push the towers. You just completely cut in behind and you let the creeps do the work.
Radiant structures
I mean, Savage is
Oh,
doing
they're
a
gonna
great
glyph,
job recovering farm. He's pretty darn close to the Battle Fury now. And that will help him close this gap in terms of net worth for sure.
We also got the neutrals coming up.
What the hell? Tim's just died?
He got him again. He's just Iron Sheldon running around. He just does so much damage on this Tusk.
Jesus.
Let's check the punch. That was a 714 damage punch.
Sorry, I missed that one. I've been missing all these Tusk kills, dude. I'm not ready for the burst damage. I'm just going to start following DJ.
That's the surest way to make sure he doesn't get another kill. So, you know, let him be free.
The Ember is getting pretty close to the Spirit Vessel. And now Armel finds a quick kill that I missed. This is
I
rough.
told you Jabs was getting focused. He got waveformed on and punched.
I was thinking about how good Spirit Vessel is going to be this game.
Wow. I'm sure our viewers appreciated that.
It is going to be quite nice, though.
Oh, this is a good game for an Essence Ring. I'm feeling that. I'm on the Radiant team. I want that thing. Any hero will be happy to have that versus the Tusk. You see that snowball coming, you're just like, oh, please, save me.
Gabby pops the DK ult. Ice, ice, ice.
is under attack.
Just toying with him. Thought they might make a rotation.
I don't think they can kill Moon with these heroes. Oh, the net, though. Net's big. Net's very big versus the Ember. That's like almost an unfair item to get this game.
Yeah,
All right,
quite
that's
good.
cool. Well, it evens out.
Dire's top tower is under
I feel like
attack.
Fnatic are really eyeing up this bottom tower. KP's just been chilling in the trees.
Huh, that's interesting that DJ took the 10 HP regen still. I feel like with how free his punches have been, I'm surprised he didn't take the 0.5 seconds slow. I guess it's only the slow. Like, maybe if it impacted the stun a little bit, it'd be more worth it. 0.5 seconds is pretty weak
No, it's
for a
0.5
slow.
stun duration.
Oh,
Dire's structures are
So
That
there's
makes way
no
more sense.
stun on it, but it gives you a 0.5 second stun.
are scanning.
You see.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, Tim's. Good night. Looking for more.
I think it increases the airtime, right? That's what it means, because like that's the stun. Like airtime is a stun.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It's worded very weird, but
Yeah, it is worded really weird.
it doesn't change the slow though. That was.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, sorry, I misread that.
Yeah, it's specifically the punch stun duration.
I haven't played Tusk since they took away the glorious 40% and took away his GPM talent. Man, his level 10 talent used to be so good.
Too good. Mid lane, Armel, Chain Frost to start things off. He turns into Tusk, tries to snowball out, and it might be enough. Meanwhile, up top, little fight going on. Jug gonna spin away, and neither side will secure a kill. Certainly some lack of lockdown against this Morphling, especially now that he has the E-Blade too.
Tower is under attack.
Gabby's courier. Gonna live, and so will Gabby. He's gonna get out. They have an Ignis set up here.
Oh,
March is in a
March.
precarious position. He's gone.
Certainly a precarious situation. No hesitation from Savage on the Omni Slash.
Oh, there's no buyback either.
Oh, Pit does connect on two. Gabby looking for a Dragon Tail, finds jabs. No Chain Frost anyway. But at least a 1-for-1. Some vengeance for March.
Feels like all of these pickoffs have just been like individual. There's like, have we even had like a real team fight? Doesn't feel like it.
Not really. Not a 5v5 at least. There's been a lot of split pushing going on between the Morphling and the Ember.
I mean, Moon still has 0 charges on his Spirit Vessel.
Yeah.
Like, started out kind of aggressive, but then things get a little weird. At least they're finding the very easy tower pressure, knowing that the Glyph is down from the last time they pushed. It's actually coming back very soon, but the Glyph is just so good at nuking out the creep wave. Like, when you're trying to push like this, and you don't have the best pushing heroes, that's why they're able to hold these towers for so long. Because they're just glyphing to destroy the wave. So, finding a moment like that where the Glyph is down, pretty important.
Yeah. This Battle Fury, though, already paying off for the Juggernaut. You look at that net worth, and it's starting to tip a little more in Fnatic's favor. Of course, they have found a few more pickoffs also.
Armel
Jabs.
waveformed in here. If they're going to have a chance to kill him, this is it.
Shotgun combo finds a quick kill. And
Yeah,
TNC
DJ went
back
over
out.
to the left, though. I don't know why he went over there.
Yeah. All right, well, they get DJ. What a
I don't know what he was trying to do.
What a
I thought he
weird
would try and
engagement.
chain stun the morph. He clearly had a different read on that fight. There was also a lot of radiant vision between like the shrine area as well as like they have a ward to the west of the shrine too, so they had a good idea what was going on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good stuff for TNC. They don't get the outpost, which is really what they wanted with that invasion, I think. But
yeah, they have it.
well, no, they went 1-for-1. They were trying to get both. Oh,
I
I
see what you're
you
saying.
mean. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had it flip-flopped.
There you go.
Dyer maintained the bottom one, is what I should have said.
Another smoke mid, it looks like. And away we go. So they're going to cut down bottom. They're going to take KP and try and play with Moon, or they can cut mid and try and play with Savage. So kind of have a couple options here. And now Ice isn't sure, though. They start surging towards mid. But now the way Savage is farming, they might suspect that they're all in here. And yeah, KB is going to TP out.
So he's just been living in that tree line.
Blink finished up for Tim's as he's lurking up top. Still pushing things out.
See what we can do with the blink reveal. Morph is so scary right now.
This is your typical game 3, guys. Things
Yep.
slow down a lot. You have two pretty wild games where everyone's just fighting all the time, and it's fun and exciting the whole way through, and then suddenly everyone enters serious mode in game 3.
Yeah.
And a lot more cautious. Every movement is a smoke instead of just like some random blink. But here's the blink reveal on the Moon.
Yeah, do they have the damage? Morph's here, and they do.
I think they do.
Whew.
All right, so that'll be the end of the hyper-aggressive farming there from Moon. Now he needs to respect the Blink Dagger.
That's the dream, though. Reveal it for kill on a key core. Very nice. So Jug going S and Y into Abyssal Blade.
Kind of like the SNY Satanic build, but needs the stun value.
All right, they try to initiate onto Jug, but has some friends nearby. Ice, Ice, Ice posturing aggressively, and they will back out.
They're going to try and force a Roche fight here.
With Ember dead, this is a pretty bold maneuver. Maybe thinking TNC wouldn't expect it. Does get scanned out right away, though.
Yeah, he can be there soon, and the real problem is the Ignis. They know there's no Echo.
They don't do it that fast, but maybe just fast enough. Even without the Echo, I'd still be pretty scared of the Coddle ult. Also, Underlord, pretty good in the pit. Does drop the Pit of Malice, now snowballed on. KP still alive. Armel on the backside, ready to jump in, but KP gets popped. Ignis has also been used. Jumps in, does not catch the Lich. And now Armel getting turned on. Pretty big damage coming his way. Fissure breaks it up. Spirit Vessel's on. They just can't finish him off, though. Snowball stuns him up. It's close. He's dead.
The roots, dude. Between the net and the bolas. And now Ice going to finish off March as well with the Ion Shell under the tower. This is another thing, though. This Darkseer pick, actually so big brain. So during that team fight, he copies the Underlord, which means they have the Atrophy Aura. So Morphling lost 70 damage because he's a Morphling, which is pretty devastating. And then he gets himself the Morphling Illusion afterward and is able to just walk down this low armor support.
Yeah.
I mean, March has a Buckler, but that's not going to be enough versus this thing.
It's true. We
And then
didn't
on
really
top of that,
talk about the Wall of Replica.
Yeah.
Has
It's
some
very good, this game. And then
pretty
like the
big
Ion Shell
implications.
and with no Dispel here.
Yeah. Well, Fnatic have officially taken control. Net worth lead,
Radiant's top
and they've got themselves an Aegis after taking that fight. Jug scooting further ahead. Now Scotty queued up. So he's been kind of all over the place, thinking about Satanic. I guess Savage still weighing his options.
That's the most common build, is the SNY into Satanic.
Radiant's top tower.
It just gives you a ton of stats resistance, obviously a bunch of durability and tankability between the lifesteal and everything.
It's under attack.
It's really good versus these like super high burst situations, right? Like if you're just trying to get chain stun down and echo slam, then you're trying to break out of it as fast as you can with the status to either get off an Omni Slash or just start right clicking people with Satanic. Sims is just dead. TP in the trees from Moon. He can 100 to 0 that Earthshaker so easily.
Yeah.
Top tower is under attack.
And now, ooh, March, he's going to be all right. Getting a little nervous for TNC here.
Has fallen.
Yeah, I think he should be.
25 minutes. Let's take a look at some numbers.
I'm starting to think about things like Morph Shaker at this point. Like, how can we start making that a reality here?
Top tower.
Yeah. I think you're justified.
But they're a ways away.
2.08 TNC, 1.7 Fnatic.
Almost done the Manta on Armeldo to try and deal with the Spirit Vessel.
That'll be big. I mean, do you really think you go like Manta Ags? Is that the play? Is it really that bad for TNC right now?
I'm not sure. I mean, what are your other options? Like stat items?
Maybe
I
a
think-
Scotty,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you
BKB, Lincolns would probably
really
be my
want to
top
buy a
three.
bunch of stat items versus Darkseer?
Yeah, fair. Totally fair.
I think an Aghanim's route seems pretty good to me.
Do you want the BKB first? That
the
would certainly
BKB.
help against all the ensnares.
I think that's like playing to lose.
Yeah, I hear you.
Maybe not. Because like he does have such good frontliners that maybe as the BKB, he can actually right click a lot. Because right now it feels like he just E-blades, and that's kind of all he can do.
Big damage onto Savage, but he'll just spin, drop the healing ward, and no problemo.
Man, I want to see DJ hit someone with his imp claw though. I think he could probably still one-shot March at 920 HP. If he's outside of tower armor range, I think he actually just dies. Oh, Ice is looking for that big vacuum.
Vacuum on 2, wall in the back line. The Jug getting completely muffed up, but he does survive through the onslaught. Coddle ult comes down. They lose Tim's first. Buyback available, but holding it for now. Does still have the Echo. Fresh
Zyori backing
BKB
out.
also up on the DK.
Like they're backing up with like full HP right now. Like, this looks pretty bad. They've wasted some good spells, and at the very least, Tim's doesn't have to buy back. I don't think, but they're still gonna lose their tier 2. And all they committed was wall and chain frost.
Fnatic are going to stay. They'll pull Gabby out of the base. DJ jumps in. Sinister Gaze, some big follow-up damage. Jug jumps in with the Omni Slash, gets March. They almost kill Jabs, but the shotgun combo is just not enough. Savage brought down low. Remember, still has the Aegis here. Stick charges
even
are
with the
actually
love
enough,
tap on
and
the
now the
tower.
Guardians from Ice Ice Ice. This might be too much sustainability from Fnatic. And these fights are rough for TNC. It just doesn't feel like they can kill anything. And they're even trying to target the weak ones. And Jabs now,
Yeah.
even just having a cloak is enough to survive that first round of burst. He's also got 2 bracers. That helps quite a bit.
Armel's targeting is, he's having a hard time, as you said. Like, even there, like, what's that? 900 damage. He's like, haha, living. And he is looking at the BKB, so they're gonna try to see if that's gonna give enough breathing room between the spirit vessels and all the other shenanigans flying through these team fights. It is a ton of magic damage. But likewise, the BKB will be done before that on Moon. He's very close.
Gabby's farm is still very good. #1 on the team thanks to the Midas, but it doesn't feel like it's really translated to much. He got Halberd. That makes a lot of sense. He's about the BKB, but didn't really have a chance to use it in the last fight. Now wants the Blink Dagger and picks it up immediately. So a little more initiation for TNC. Maybe that'll tip the scales. They smoke up now. Smoke on smoke. Nope. Fnatic just running up to the high ground.
I mean, this Jug is 53 sass resistance, though. So it's like, do you really want to try and blink stun on him? No. So you go
No.
for these backline heroes. If you try and go onto the Jug, between the sass resistance and the blink snowball, he's going to be hard to bring down. It feels like your best hope is you catch Moon with the blink stun. As March will take the outpost, but was hoping that they weren't quite this close to him.
I mean, I guess Moon is the target that you want, but even he's only
Okay.
100 gold away from a BKB.
Oh, look what they're doing here, though. So they took back that outpost. They know they're rushing for bottom because they won at 30 minutes. Everyone's coming.
This is the fight. KP pops the Dark Rift. He's going to try to bring everyone home, but no, he cancels it. It will be a proper fight. Fnatic trying to commit for more. They're going to find Tim's, and they'll be able to finish him off, it looks like. On the other side, Jabs getting clicked down by Gabby. But Surge keeps him alive. Moon does get finished off by Armel. Now the BKB TP. Gabby makes it out. A very spread out fight, but does end up favoring TNC with that Ember kill.
They didn't get the outpost, though, so
True.
that's 550 XP. But, I mean, they definitely needed something. They needed some big kill onto this this Ember. That certainly feels good. I think that was just a solo, straight up. Yeah, he ran into the Morphling, and he doesn't have any Dispel EX. He doesn't have the BKB, and Morph has the Mindbreaker, so he just died.
Oh, the classic Mindbreaker.
He also morphed into the Ember, which is like one of the better parts of this matchup. That part I am familiar with. Feels really good to turn into Ember.
Oh, yeah. MKB up next for the Jug. Now that he's got the status resistance, time to transition into big damage. Butterfly after that. Let's take a look at Dota Plus. About 25.75. Still some hope for TNC. We'll see that Roche timer momentarily. Probably what Fnatic is waiting for. See if they get lucky with a quick respawn. And 1 minute. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not unlucky.
Less time for Armel to get BKB. That's pretty much what matters. KP's still doing his thing down bottom. He's playing super far outside the base, even next to that outpost. Getting a little dangerous.
Working for him for now. He's got a Yules. Makes it a lot easier for Underlord to ensure a getaway.
Ice TP's bomb, though. He's just going to start the slow pushback of the Iron Shells. His team, though, I mean, they have the vision there. He just wants, like, Iron Shell this 2 or 3 times and then just run back, I think.
Smoke up.
Looks like Ice might be worried about a potential smoke from the Radiant coming in. Look where Ice is going. He's running all the way back around. He's scared that they smoke directly at him down bottom, trying to bait.
I mean, his head's in the right place. They're missing from the map. Reading the smoke, just not getting the position right. This is sort of a long wraparound.
Oh, they're going to see with the courier. They know they're there.
Ice, Ice, Ice walks right into him. Back wall combo. And surge away. Now DJ jumps in, pops March. It still ends up okay for Fnatic. Now the Chain Frost bounces. They'll find KP with a Sinister Gaze. Dark Rift, Yules. It'll be a tight kill, but they do find it. TP's out, and they're all good. 2 down for TNC. Fnatic take the fight after Ice, Ice, Ice starts it off.
Instant back wall surge away. The 1,000 damage punch. The depression game for March.
DJ has his number, man.
All right, cheese on the Ember, Aegis on the Jug.
Now
Trying to march this one down.
is going to go for Aghanims next. So we'll see
So's
the
the
Black
Morphling.
Dragon get some extra splash.
Unfortunately for TNC, I'm not sure if we're going to see either of these Aghanims, though. Again, their tower push isn't incredible, but it's just one good team fight.
Yeah.
One good pick off there to start it. Like, as long as you're 5-on-4, then you can just kind of push into the tower.
I mean, it was just such a weird fight. There's still 10-second BKB on the Morphling, 9-second on the DK. They just got caught completely off guard by Ice, Ice, Ice. Tusk with spider legs. Oh, my. Getting spider legs when you have a Darkseer on your team, pretty good.
Yeah.
Gives you some
Not quite
pretty-
as broken as it was before. Now that it's not percent based, at least.
right.
The surge. It's now flat.
Still, just gives you a lot of angles to initiate.
Yeah. All right. Well, this time they are going to smoke bottom, as I previously predicted.
Radiant's middle tower.
Let's see if this one goes a little better.
So they're showing March? No, they're not actually. But he is blasting the waves from smoke.
Dire are
Dire know that they're around here somewhere.
Got it.
All right, Ice. I think you're dead.
This is how it started before, and much different outcome. Easy dragon tail from the high ground.
Ice just all. He's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, nicely done. You got me.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Yeah, they just got their 4th neutral item.
Jug did finish up that butterfly, going for that instead of the MKB. His damage
Dude,
output.
he is so hard to kill.
Yeah.
They don't have any way through the evasion. He's got 53% stats resistance with the Titan Sliver. Now I think that he could probably just sit high ground with this Aegis. Because, like, what do they have any way to mess up with his positioning that I'm not thinking of? I guess there's no Force Staffs on the Dire, right? So even a Fissure does create some problems.
Yeah, you've got Fissure, Blinding Light. As you mentioned, Pit of Malice is quite annoying. But he's still Jug. Oh, they set up onto Ember. They bait it with the rune. Look at this from TNC. I caught that one. I was
think he needs
wondering
a-
what Tims and Armel were doing up on the high ground. Now the Tusk comes in. Jabs from the low ground. Chain Frost. It's a big one. Finishes off Tims, but now it's Armel. TP out, and no one to interrupt.
It was your own damn fault.
Still a great setup, though, and killing the Ember Spirit. Quite nice.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, is it enough to get TNC back in this game? I'm not sure, but plays
It's
like
delaying
that
the push
are
with
what
this
they got to
Aegis.
do.
Pretty big deal. They're only going to have a minute left if they wait for the Ember. So now DJ wants another pick off. He goes on to March. Hey, that was less damage. That was only 474. Look at that. Well, it still died immediately after, but, you know.
All right, Dark Rift back. 2 buybacks available. Fnatic continuing to siege. There's the glyph.
That's nice. Forcing Glyph without Ember up. Vacuum.
Wall doing some work. Gabby hanging on to the BKB.
Dude, they gotta kill
and
this
the Dragon
Morph
form.
Yeah, they fisher it.
Tower down. TNC very timid to initiate here. Of course, there is an Aegis standing. 1 minute left till it expires. Savage needs to be a little careful of this timer. Remember, they did catch him last game right as it expired.
Dude, look how fast this status resistance is. every effect on it is just dwindling so quick. Way in the back is DJ on the BKB.
And a refresher on Ice Ice Ice.
The Black Dragon is quelled.
He pops the BKB. Able to survive as they split the Omni Slash damage, but TNC just completely repelled right now. Vatus Ignis comes down. Maybe this is the play as Tims jumps forward, but they need more damage. Tims is down. Coddle gets popped again by DJ. And just like that, it's a 2-0. Armel trying to finish off Moon, but doesn't quite have the damage. He has to BKB himself. Savage still quite healthy.
Wow, I can't
Aegis
believe
going down in 5 seconds.
Tims is still holding this buyback.
Savage. There it is. Aegis is gone. Buyback used by Tims. TNC desperately trying to make this hold, but they'll lose KP. Healing wards down. Savage looking to reset a little bit. Snowball buys the Tusk some time. But in deep we go. DJ maybe in trouble here, and he's dead. But back, double wall. Ice 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 with a lot of illusions. Turns him onto the tower. Playing some objective Dota here. Still good stuff for Fnatic. It's a slow siege, but they are taking a victory. Slow and steady. The double wall, very hard for TNC to fight into.
They still have the dunk. Oh, Gabby gets blocked by the Fisher, though. Oh, he can fly now, though. It's fine.
Yep, all good with the Black Dragon, but a big vacuum into the double wall. The Coddle barely lives. DK Dragon helping them siege, and they will finish off this lane of barracks. March going to get brought down in the back line. Armel doing everything he can, but they just don't have enough damage to cut through all this sustainability. There's the fissure. BKB from Armel used again. Gabby trying to do the damage, but they'll lose Tims. That's a dieback now. Gabby out deep. TNC running out of options. He does pop that BKB again, flies up to the high ground. KP now back. Armel in the back line can't even bring down the Lich. Rooted up and dead. Buyback is available. Triple kill for Moon, though. How long will TNC or will Fnatic hang around?
I think they're not leaving. I mean, this Jug's unkillable.
Between the healing ward, the Guardian Greaves, they just don't have the damage on TNC.
He has Omni again, too. If he really wants that kill, he could dive for it. I guess he's worried about the defense of the E-Blade.
Yeah, Morphling does a lot of damage to Moon, but can't finish him off. Savage being very patient with the Omni Slash, but goes right back to the structures. Did Gabby deny that?
I didn't see. I don't think so.
DJ jumps in with the BKB, says, "Hey, March, it was a fun game there, bud." Gabby looking for some vengeance. They will kill Jabs, but another wall from the Darkseer. BKBs used by TNC as the Omni Slash flies. Walrus Punch knocks Gabby up. No more magic immunity on him or Armel. The non-stop siege from Fnatic. Unrelenting, refusing to retreat.
Just so much sustain. These constant illusions from Ice. He's getting all the good ones, too. Even had the Black Dragon there for a bit.
Oh, Morphling.
Spicy.
Able to morph. He's okay for now, but one barracks away from Megas as KP pushes out of the base. They want to kill Savage so badly, but it's such a tough target to bring down. The Butterfly doing so much mitigation. Remember, he does have that Basher now, too. KP dies outside of the base. Gabby jumps out. Buyback from KP. Can they finally find this kill? The Lich is low, but he walks out of the Fattest Ignis. Still gets off a Chain Frost. No bounces. Root onto Armel. He'll be forced to morph some strength. DJ comes running in. He found March again. Dunk finally
no, the
used.
Ember!
This might be the longest team fight I've ever seen, but TNC finally out of options, will tap out as Armel gets brought down, no buyback, and they will be repelled. It's Fnatic that take this series 2-1. A crazy finisher.
Yeah, I think we both agree that Fnatic played the best out of the series. Like, just between in skipping over some of the drafts, some of the hero picks, they just outperformed a lot of the time. But man, they had such good eyes on the map. Like, felt like they always knew what TNC were up to, which is kind of a hallmark of TNC style, where it always feels like they know what their enemies are doing, either through good wards or just good game sense. But this time, every time that TNC tried to make some sort of recovery move, Fnatic just knew exactly what they were up to.
I mean, DJ made Tusk look pretty good. Did a lot, but he just crippled March. March ended that game 0-13-2.
Yeah.
2 assists. That, like, he just got isolated in every engagement.
He didn't really get to ult a lot of the time.
No. I mean, that's the thing. There's a difference between, okay, he's on me, I'm going to juke around the trees, and, all right, DJ just one-shot me again, guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Ice played super well as well. I think the Darkseer play was very, very useful towards that victory. Like, between all the auras that he's carrying, every vac wall felt like it was at least 3 people, and the auras are super good between the Underlord and the Morphling, and then like even the DK isn't that bad to have as well.
Yeah.
But I guess everyone played super well on the side of Fnatic, really.
Yeah. I don't know what went wrong with the DK. I don't know if it was the pick, the item build, just the way the game unfolded. Like, he had free farm and grabbed the Midas, and then it just didn't feel like there was much of an impact. Maybe he needed a Blink Dagger earlier before all the BKBs came out so he could actually initiate. I don't know.
Yeah, because he went Midas, Halberd, and then Blink, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It was a little bit of an odd choice. I guess he felt like he maybe didn't have the heroes to play with an early Blink, because Armel still had to farm a lot, and he didn't have like the earliest E-Blade. And so he just wants some survivability so he can split push a little bit and be survivable. But yeah, Fnatic were just all over the map. I love the way that Moon played the Ember this game too. He knew that, you know, I'm not the carry, right? I'm just doing this all for my jug. And he just got the super early Spirit Vessel, helped target down Armel a lot in the early parts of this game, and then he's just the playmaker. Got caught split pushing a couple times, sure, but was able to create all the space that his team needed.
That's part of the job of Space Creator. Sometimes you're going to get caught.
No Dispel Dota. That was rough.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Of all the games for having a Dispel, we needed a Brewmaster, we needed an Oracle, something to deal with all these buffs. Ion Shell, Frost Shield, and Flame Guard. Yikes. Surge, even on top of that. All right. Well, that was just our first series today. We've got a whole nother series coming up. It's the Mushi Squad, Team CR versus RR, right? Reality Rift?
That's right.
The Battle of the R's, CR versus RR.
Got it, buddy.
I'm stoked. All right, we're going to take a break. Then we're going to hop into it, folks. Stick with us. More Dota 2 coming up after this.